Aha! Started on the right screen this time. Good morning. Good morning. I can't stay long. I need to get to the library, but I wanted to make sure you knew what was on the calendar. Oh, thank you. You mean the next exam? Oh, I don't know when that is. No, I meant holidays for this month. Ah, yes, American magical holidays are things she would know about, even if Professor Potsdam hadn't give her any information. Benefit of the doubt. In February, we have Valentine's Day and in the year's renewal. Valentine's Day is a holiday. You're joking. What? Really? Okay. It's not the calendar New Year, but it's the old traditional Lunar New Year. Like the Chinese New Year? Probably. I don't remember when that is. But the renewal is on the first full moon of the new year. I don't know how it's celebrated at Iris Academy, but I'm sure the student council will do something. So when is that? The 16th, and the Valentine's Day is the 14th. Not this coming Friday, but the one after. Oh, God, I don't have any money for a Valentine's Day present. The student council sells Valentine's, little messages and gifts that you send to your friends and other people you like. What a look. It's up to the treasurers to decide what price they sell it for, but the rest of us will help out with the sales. I'm not sure when we do that. Jacob didn't say, but probably that week sometime. I nod. Well, okay, I've got to go. It's good that she's keeping me updated. Oh God, I really hope that we get the chance to tell her, like, by the way, I wanted to, but I couldn't get you anything because I was literally the poorest man alive. Like, we still have zero money. I'm starting to think we're going to have zero money for the rest of the game. At the end of the week, yeah, cool. All right, what should I do this week? Me personally? 97 in black magic. Okay, please, just don't fail me anymore. We just need 2 black magic. We just need 1, and then we start going red. Raw destructive power. Stress to get it to 3. Come on, just 1, 2. Oh, never mind. Bang. What the hell? I come awake too quickly for comfort. Instinct scanning for danger. Was there an impact? An earthquake? Did something fall? It's Vermont. There's no earthquakes, bro. I forced myself to pause and take a breath. I don't feel any tremors. I don't see anything wrong with my furniture. I don't hear anyone knocking. I look at the window. If an animal or object struck the glass, it didn't crack it. I can't see anything lying on the ground, but it's too dark to be sure. No emergency. Something must have happened to wake me so suddenly. Perhaps Luke and Donald were designing another trick that went wrong? Or someone's trying to get your attention. Minnie's like out here throwing rocks at my window to try and get me jogging at 3 a.m. Less concerned, but still curious, I go to my door and open it. A body falls into my room. Iris Academy uniform. It's a student. Too dark to see the colors, but I think it's a girl. From the look of things, she was sitting leaned against my door. When I opened it, she collapsed. I cast a quick spell to see if she's hurt. I don't sense any injuries, only general exhaustion. It's Minnie, isn't it? Reassured that she's not in urgent need of healing, I kneel down to turn her over. Shocked, I tell you. Shocked, I tell you. Minnie? Oh, right. She's on our robe. Okay, right, I understand. He lies against my arm, too far lost in sleep to react to being moved. She must have come to my room and then run completely out of energy. Her falling into the door was the sound that woke me up. Should we check for bruises or concussions or something? That sounds like it would really hurt. How far must she have drained herself for an impact like that not to wake her? I could use a spell to energize her, but I'm not sure that's safe. You should not. Whatever she's been doing to herself, it doesn't look healthy. I don't want to make that worse. But what is she doing here, Minnie? I shake her a little bit. Her head moves, but her face shows no reaction. Relaxed in sleep, removed from all stress. She looks more like a doll than a woman. Okay. I mean, let's... She's sleeping. Like... She's not Barbie. Come on. Minnie, listen to me. I need to wake you up. Can you hear me? She makes a tiny mewling sound. Nothing like words. I can't tell if that's a response to me or not. I don't want to shout or wake up anyone else. I don't want to rattle her around in a way that might hurt her. Not sure what to do, I tip her up into more of a sitting position and squeeze her hand. Come on, Minnie, I need your help. Wow, the eyes in the CG look quite sweet. The eyes in the bottom left, on the other hand, down there, look like she has just seen the Grim Reaper. Dave? Well, that got your attention. You're in my room. Do you know how you got here? Is everything okay? Don't know. Was there an emergency? Do you need something? She must have had some reason to come here. Was it just to try and get me to drag out jogging again? Need to tell if I could trust you. You can trust me, you're safe. Can't trust anyone, only Jacob? What? She's not really awake. She doesn't know what she's saying. There's no use in asking her anything when she's like this. We need to talk about what she's been doing to herself, but it will have to wait until after she's had some sleep. I mean, that's a scary thing to say, it feels like. It feels like that should draw some concern. I think you need to go to bed. Okay. Minnie shifts in my arms, rubbing her face against my chest. Gotta watch you. You're so clever. What? Her hand wanders up, absently trying to pat my head, but failing to find the right angle before it gives up and falls down again. She tried to condescendingly pat my head? What the hell? Can you not? I like smart. I'm talking about the same person? 36 smart? I don't, am I? Jury might be out on that one. She giggles, burying the sounds in my robes. I'm so glad you're with me. I don't want to do this alone. This could get embarrassing. She needs to sleep, but I only have one bed. I don't intend to share it, and I don't want to sleep on the floor. Come on, Minnie, let's get up. Up? I need you to help me. Can you do that? Okay. I need you to help me to get you back to your room. Come on, up. I mean, it feels like you could just sleep on the floor, bro. I get Minnie. I mean, like, also, like, we're both probably 18. It feels like we could just sleep in the same bed and then explain the situation the day after. That seems like a reasonable, mature response. I get Minnie onto her feet with her arm over my shoulders and begin to shuffle our way towards Butterfly Hall. Luckily, once I get moving, she appears to be capable of staying on her feet as long as I provide direction and support. Her steps wobble, and she keeps leaning her head against mine, but she never collapses. When we reach her room, Minnie doesn't seem in any condition to manage the door, so we have to knock and wait. And then knock again. I don't mean to rush her roommate, but I can't tell if she heard me. She heard me. Why did you come back? She needs to sleep. I know! She staggers through the door. She probably won't even remember this in the morning. Sorry for waking you up. I told her, if she can't get to bed before midnight, she should just stay gone. Oh, what? How? When does she... Oh my god, she sleeps worse than I do. What the hell? She goes back into her room and slams the door shut. I flinch at the noise. A lot of people aren't at their best in the middle of the night. I'd better get out of here before anyone else wakes up angry. I mean, I can understand her frustration, if I'm being honest. I return to my room and close the door and try to settle back into my bed. Minnie is probably sound asleep by now without a care in the world. From the way Pastel reacted, this isn't the first time Minnie's disturbed her night by coming back late. But how many times has she chosen to stay gone? Why did she come back to my room? And what does she mean about Jacob? I'll have to talk to her later and hope Pastel was wrong about her not remembering anything. She's not going to remember anything or be like, oh, Uwu, I'm so embarrassed that you caught me, Uwu. Oh, we're going to max black magic unless I somehow fail on 5 stress. Damn, we're not even going to talk about it on the same day, huh? Oh, 100 black magic. This better be a useful spell, I swear to God. Well, my little walls, are your claws strong and clean? No, I pick my nails. Please follow me. What the hell? Professor Potsdam leads us down to the dungeons. Today we will be discussing the most powerful spell of black magic available to first-year students. If you choose to devote yourself to this path, it will completely reshape the way you approach dungeons. Okay. And I say reshape for a very good reason. In our previous class, you have learned to shape objects from one form into another. That is one of the major uses of black magic, to affect and rearrange a solid substance. But when you are in a dungeon, there is solid substance all around you. So why not reshape it to suit your needs? With the dig spell and enough of your mana at your fingertips, you can just do that? You don't have to fight through traps or monsters if you dig your passage around them? With a pulse of black magic, the wall fades away, leaving solid stone behind. Of course, this much you could do before, by destroying or reshaping the wall. Digging opens up more options. She repeats her spell, but this time the base rock is transformed into a tunnel, creating a new passageway. Now, there are a few things you should be aware of before you set to work. Digging is a slow and expensive process. It can take many castings and a great deal of mana to blaze a new trail. One stone wall does not need much mana to dig through, but rocks with more rigid patterns require more energy. And some materials will resist completely. In our dungeons, you cannot dig around staircases. It wouldn't be safe. Also, please consider the consequences of digging a hole in the floor, especially a floor you are standing on. Black Mastery. Oh, let's go. 10 for a wall, 25 for solid rock. This could help skip an entire section if we know that digging through a wall will help. We have enough with 36 MP for one wall and one solid rock. So if there are 2 blocks in between, like, we can get from one side to the other. That is good to know. We probably need to know the full layout of the dungeon before we do it, but it is good to know. All right, and now we're gonna slam jam some red magic. 1-on-1, 18. Man, we didn't speak to Minnie about the thing the whole week. My God. This afternoon, the student council has a meeting. Hello, my sugar arrows. Because Cupid and this is about Valentine's? The season of love is almost upon us. Ping! That's right, 10 points for Christinarium. I'll be providing little pep talks for our new students in the near future. However, a few people may not feel comfortable discussing their health or relationships with a professor. Try to make yourself available if it looks like someone has a question they're afraid to ask. You can always come to and tell me about it later. If she's saying that in case we need advice or magical assistance with an experienced adult... Oh, is she saying? Or does she just want to hear all the gossip? I think the former. I don't think she cares about the gossip. If she was responsible, it feels like she would just be handing out condoms, but I guess you don't want to bring that on too much, you know? Put ideas in people's heads. Now, on Monday, we will be running the traditional Valentine's order booths. All orders must be placed and paid for on that day. The orders will be delivered on Friday. Your treasurers will already set the prices and stock for your class offerings, so check with them if you're not sure. If your class has 2 tables to sell their Valentines from. Oh, each class has 2 tables. It's up to you how to staff your tables. Oh no. Since freshmen ordinarily only have 2 student council members, the freshman president and treasurer would ordinarily have no choice but to work alone. Students are not required to purchase from their own representatives. Anyone can order from any table at the set price. Your classmates might prefer to talk to someone they know, so they can ask for advice on what they send. Or they might prefer to order from a stranger and keep their love affairs secret from their friends. I was going to say, that seems more likely. That's what I would do anyway. There's no competition between classes here. Love, friendship, and charity are rewarded no matter where they come from. Choosing to sacrifice something in order to record and reward your feelings for another is in itself a ritual. So let's all celebrate together. Again, don't have any money. So, oh god. I wonder what's been ordered as Valentine's gifts. Bouquets, red balloons? Buying a Valentine to proclaim your feelings is an American tradition, but I don't have any money. After the meeting, the council members split up. I look for Minnie so I can talk to her about the other night. It's been a week. She meets my eye for a moment, then blushes and hurries away, disappearing in the crowd. Well, that didn't help. All right. I think there's nothing else for it, Minnie. I think we're gonna have to kill you. What? Huh? Almost immediately, someone knocks on my door. Good morning. Good morning. I can see Jacob walking out of Wolf Hall for now. She must have come here with him. I wanted to talk to you about Monday. Okay, it's Saturday, by the way. All right. I thought our weekly meetup at the gym was going to be a weekly thing, by the way. Apparently not. Since we have 2 tables, it would normally make sense to have the presidents on one and the treasurer on the other. But I was thinking that it might make more sense this time around to put you with Jacob. Uh-huh. You don't want to be with Jacob, or what's up here? Because you're both boys and some girls might not feel comfortable talking to a boy or the other way around. Okay, I can see it. I guess that makes sense. Okay, great. So I'll see you then. And wait, but I have to go. Do you remember what happened this Monday? I went to class? I mean, at night. I don't have time to talk about this right now. I've got to go. Oh, what a disaster. I know she's busy on Saturdays, but she's busy all the time. Even when she should be sleeping. I could catch her in the library and try and make her talk to me, but that wouldn't be fair. She's working there, and if I brought up what happened that night, she'd be embarrassed. Just whisper in a corner. I need her to want to talk with me. I need her to trust me. What should I do today? I mean, like, we're still gonna go and study, but I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna kind of look from the corner of my eye, side-eyeing her at all times. Oh man, what a disaster. At the end of the week, yeah, cool. One day he'll deign not to read it, one day. What should I do this week? Wait, hang on, what am I doing? We need the sweet sound of debugger. Oh, because I turned on the console commands when looking for a way to refresh my MP to see if I could throw the pedestal. I guess that's why it's debugger? How do I turn that off? I guess I can't. As long as I get the achievements, it doesn't matter. I haven't actually cheated, so come on. Achievement? Oh, the glorious sound of a Steam achievement. It may never be matched, you know. It may never be matched. Right, now hang on, now I have to reorder everything again. Oh, right, anyway. So my stress is at 13, that's fine. Me personally, I'm a red kind of guy nowadays. I'm just gonna slam jam some red. I don't think we're gonna be able to get to 100. Red, like at 100 by the end of the year. So tragic has the stress been. The student council has been set up 8 tables around the main quad so that people can place orders for Valentine's Day cards and gifts. Jacob and I man one table, while Minnie handles another. We all have order forms to take down names and details. The freshman class Valentines have been set to cost $5. An order includes a card and either a sweet or a bauble. Give me the bauble. After an order is arranged, it will be delivered to the recipient on Friday. For the shy, that means you don't have to meet someone's eyes in order to hand them your gift. Valentines can be a simple sign of friendship, but they also serve as a way to formally declare one's romantic intentions. It kind of feels like Valentines are only friendship if your intentions are misread. Jacob and I kept busy writing down orders and making notes about the exact kind of message each student wants to send. This one dislikes chocolate, that one isn't sure whether feelings are romantic or not, and so on. Why are you figure that out first and then send it? You can't. Oh no, hang on. Okay, cool. I'm trying desperately not to sneeze. When I sneeze, I have that kind of thing where like I sneeze 8 or 9 times. And I will do so at some point every single day. Now we're just fighting it. I look over at Minnie's directions. Okay, cool. I think I'm past it now. Directions from time to time. She's got quite a queue in front of her booth. Maybe she was right that many people would prefer talking to a girl. Or maybe she's only falling behind because she's insisted on working alone. Whatever the case, she never looks back at me. So Dave, Jacob looks back and forth between me and Minnie. Decided what Valentine's you're going to send her? What? You're going to send her one, aren't you? You know she's crazy about you. Oh, thank God for that. She could let me know that. She's never said anything of the sort to me, unless you count the way she acted while she was half asleep, but at the same time she was talking about how much Jacob mattered to her. So you aren't interested in her yourself? Of course not. Where would you get that idea? It always seemed like there was more of a connection between you. We're old friends. I've known her since... I'm not even sure how long, since we were kids. Childhood friends do fall in love. I mean, do they? If they've spent, say like 10 to 15 years knowing one another and feelings haven't sprouted yet, I would say it would be fair to say that, like, nothing is happening. Maybe some of them do, not us. She trusts you more than anyone else. Yeah, that's probably true. We go way back. We know things about each other that no one else does. That's probably why we're not interested in each other. There's no romance there. We know too much. That's insane. What do you mean? No, unfortunately, we know each other too well, so there can't be romance. Romance can only bloom when you don't know much about one another. Always keep secrets. I want a girl who never saw me when I had scabs and greasy hair, and who I haven't had to hear about all her old crushes. Yeah, that's fair. Which brings us back to you. I guess I did suspect that Minnie might like me. There was that moment we shared at Christmas and the night where she made me dessert and tried so hard to entertain and please me. But she never said anything directly. She'd keep getting flustered and avoiding me. And then there was Jacob. There is, Jacob, but come on. All right. Well, I think I'd rather not ask. I can't buy a Valentine. I don't have any money. Jacob shrugs. I'll cover it. Man! Okay, hang on. So I was about to say you're a real one, but he is, like, obscenely rich, right? Which is the only reason he's doing this. Oh, man. I'll cover it. Money doesn't matter much to him. It wouldn't to me either under normal circumstances. I don't know what to say to her. That's the beauty of Valentine's. All you have to do is send a card. Someone else writes the words. You order a romantic and a card and a little red crystal to charm. She gets it. She squeals. She runs to you to ask, do you really mean it? He tries to pitch his voice up to emulate a girl, which sounds ridiculous compared to his usual tones. Then she'll get all shy and hesitate and wonder if this is really a good idea. Then you sweep her off her feet, tell her she's yours, carry her away, and everyone's happy. I'm not sure everyone wants to be someone else's, but I respect the sentiment. I also suspect it may not go that way. I think Minnie has a little bit of a trouble opening up. So do I. Can you see that? No, okay, cool. I was doing that, but then I was just like, wait, hang on, 6-7, but like, but like then you couldn't see it, so it just seems random. And now, let's just carry on. And maybe then you can get her to actually sleep once in a while. That's one of those things I've been trying to talk to her about. So now you have a plan. You make it sound so simple. It is simple. She wants to hear from you. She wants to know that you like her, so just do it. All right. I put my name on the form. Damn, we didn't even get a chance to just like pocket the $5 and not send her one. As funny as that would be. Good. Now get back to work. I'm taking a break. Also, like, for the socially anxious, you don't have to be there to actually, like, give her a card. Is it not kind of more insane to do so when you're not there? Would that not cause more anxiety, knowing that it's going to get delivered and she'll read it, or he'll read it, or they'll read it at some point? Feels like it. Content with success, Jacob walks away, leaving me scrambling to catch up with the rush. In between the customers, I steal a look at Minnie, wondering. She still doesn't look my way. If she's hoping for my attention, shouldn't she be looking at me? I just don't know. I think she's just embarrassed, bro. Excuse me. The next student steps up to my table, apparently annoyed at my inattention. Sorry for the wait. I'm sorry about last week as well. It's an unlucky coincidence that I keep annoying this girl. I hope you managed to get back to sleep all right after I brought Minnie back. That was you? Oh, maybe she didn't get a good look at me in the dark. Anyway, I don't want to make everyone wait. Did you want to order a Valentine? She stares at me, blinking. I wait, but she's not saying anything. If you haven't made up your mind yet, do you want to wait by the side here so I can help someone else? As soon as you're ready, I can take your order. Has she recognized me? Right. But instead, she walks away from the table completely. Maybe she wants to order from a different class instead. She's popular and known to be a flirt. She probably has trouble deciding which people should receive Valentines. Nah, I think she recognized us, bro. For me, I think one is enough trouble. It's gonna get out and we're gonna need to like cover it up and then we're gonna need to go killing. Sorry, what was that last bit, Chris? Don't worry about it. This afternoon, the student council has a meeting. Hello, my sparks. Congratulations on all the little love notes you recorded yesterday. The gifts and cards are being arranged now to be ready for Valentine's Day. But we have another holiday to consider. This Sunday night, the reborn moon will be full and we will be celebrating the birth of the new year with a bonfire ceremony. Okay. Hang on. So, a random thought I just had. The mandatory events that cost $5, every time we can't afford it because of our money situation, the game has basically just let us go along, either for free or at the cost of like a little bit of stress. Kind of love that. The only thing we haven't really been able to do is yeah, the only thing we've not been able to do is buy equipment or like stat upgrade stuff, really. Besides that, we've kind of just been chilling. I love that for us. This Sunday night, the reborn moon will be full and we will be celebrating the birth of the new year with a bonfire ceremony. First, throughout Saturday, we will be burning the representation of the old year down to the ashes. You may come to the flames to whisper any secrets or sorrows that should be left behind with the old year. It is acceptable, we are very much in the new one. It is acceptable to add old papers or wooden carvings to be burned to make an ending of that past. What would I do? What am I doing? Burning my home country? I have no idea what I'd leave behind. Please do not burn anything else, including books, magazines, photographs, or hair. Okay, last one's a bit weird. For safety reasons, symbolic hair burning should be restricted to smaller fires. What? Is that an American tradition? It sounds like a witch thing. Staff will be monitoring the fire throughout the weekend to ensure it is reduced to ashes by Sunday night. During the ceremony, the presidents for each class will be called upon to come forward and help kindle the new fire. If you're not able to cast a spark or do not wish to participate, please designate a kindler in your stead. I think I can cast spark. Now, the moon will first rise shortly before sunset. Rouse your hallmates and send them outside at 10 o'clock. New beginnings. Let's face our future with enthusiasm. It doesn't even surprise me now that Minnie hurries out of the room without speaking to me. Will everything change on Valentine's Day? It bloody better. Red magic class. All right, new spell. Oh, Grabner, kind of forgot you existed for a bit there. When Professor Grabner first stands up before the class, he blows out a sigh and rubs his forehead. This lesson needs a little introduction. It is, after all, what many of you have been waiting for. Today, you will learn to attack. Direct, uncomplicated, aggressive, sharp, and almost entirely without other utility. He brings out a thick white candle tall enough that every student in the room can easily see it and places it atop his desk. Okay, a candle, got it. Magic buzzes through the air and the candle shivers. A moment later, the top of the candle falls onto the desk, sliced clean away. The slash spell is a single blow focused along a line as if striking with an invisible whip. What the hell? It is most effective against a soft target such as wax or flesh. There are more efficient spells for damaging stone. Do not cast this spell against anyone you do not intend to injure. Most especially, do not attempt to cut through clothing while it is being worn. You do not have sufficient control. It's not that kind of game, I get it. There has to be a story behind that warning. Did someone try and play strip poker with magic penalties? Feels like it's just easier to remove your clothes at that point. Deliberately injuring your classmates outside of the controlled classroom exercises will be punished accordingly. I hope no one thought of learning attack spells meant we should be attacking each other all the time. Well, lame. 5 to 10 points of damage, inefficient against hard targets like stone. That's okay, we have dig. Today, my book discussion club has its first formal meeting. Oh god, Minnie's here. Unfortunately, Minnie hasn't shown up, but others have. Thanks all for coming. I hope everyone managed to finish reading Swarm. I did, but it was difficult going at times. Too many words I didn't recognize. Wait, aren't we fluent? Or is it just like a Shakespearean book? So in this book, they have tiny machines that eat people and then pretend to be those people to make more machines. Okay. I don't know if that is supposed to be parodying something. It almost certainly follows themes of many things, I suspect, not just one thing. Is this an accurate representation of low-world science? Well, no, it's what people are afraid of. That's what makes it a thriller. But it's possible, right? I mean, the author explained all the science. She explained it enough to make it sound believable, but a lot of science fiction does that. It doesn't make it real. Yeah, we can't just activate Warp Speed 8 and have the Ensign Crusher just fly us along the universe. Come on, Donald! A lot of people are afraid of the idea of nanobots reproducing out of control and eating the world, but it's not easy to make things reproduce. Energy decays over time. All living things can reproduce themselves, but they don't take over the world. Well, what about when locusts swarmed? Didn't they eat the whole Great Plains bare? This must be an American history reference. Kinda. But where are the locusts now? They all died. If someone worked really hard to build machines that could swarm and replicate, then maybe they could cause a local disaster. But eating and reproducing has nothing to do with forming themselves into a human shape and talking like people. There's no possible way that would happen, especially not all at once by accident perfectly. It sounds more like magic than science. A spell with a chain reaction so it keeps making more of itself, like the Sorcerer's Apprentice. I've seen that cartoon. Man! It's the point of this not that we get together and talk about books and things that we enjoyed about them and like themes that it explored. We're just having a could this happen in real life conversation. Like, what the hell? A spell by itself would burn out all the available mana and come to a stop. To spread out of control, it would have to be a spirit summoning spirits who summon other spirits. Have you ever heard of a story like that happening? I don't think so. Maybe if you had an otherworld army already assembled and agreed on a purpose. Otherwise, you might run out of spirits to summon. And the ones you did call up might not follow the same plan. We did spend a while longer talking about how machines are both useful and feared. and why this book above others would become so popular. After we finish, we hand back our discussion copies to Miss Darden and receive the next of our set of popular American fiction, Darkest Moonlight. Perhaps this one would be about werewolves. Maybe. I kind of feel like we maybe defeated the point a little bit of the book club, but yeah, you know, such is life. All right, Valentine's Day. Minnie, next episode, I swear to God, you better do at least 80% of how Jacob described it. Because right now you're just avoiding us and we're only here for like 2 more months, man. Come on.